Let's go back now to South Beach. Silva Harapetian is there. She's working with her partner there, photojournalist Ebenezer. And describe for us the scene there. You've been driving around South Beach. You're now at South Point Park, and we can see the water there. It looks unbelievable. Describe it for us.
I have never seen this water this violent before, to be honest with you. I spend a lot of time at this park, and for those of you who are not familiar with the park, to just kind of set the scene here for you, let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. I might have to flip the camera around real quick to get this to work here. Just bear with me. Okay. So this is South Point Park here. That's most of these are young trees that were planted recently, and then you've got a walkway. And then you've got a whole bunch of rocks along the way where a lot of people sit or fish or just hang out. And then you've got these benches that people sit on, and then the walkway sort of continues all the way down to the beach. But you can see how far the water has come at this point when we talk about the storm surge and we talk about high tide, a combination of both. And those buildings right across the way, that's Fisher Island right there. And you can see the water just whipping against these rocks, some areas, in fact, coming up all the way to the sidewalk, this boardwalk where people actually do walk around. Actually, we're going to try to turn around and kind of get out of here. Ebenezer, you're backing up? Okay. We're going to back up a little bit. We wanted to show you these pictures before we hit high tide in about 20 minutes or so, because when we talk about storm surge and we talk about the seriousness and the danger of it, it's one thing to hear it, it's another thing to see it. And I have to say, I've never seen anything like this before. And again, I'm going to preface this by saying I've never covered a hurricane before. But again, I spend a lot of time at this park, and to see this water this rough, I've never seen it before. So the storm surge is a real thing, and we saw some of that also over on the bay. So this is the ocean now. This is the channel right here where all of the freight boats and also the cruises go out, and you can see those the trees whipping right there. Oh yeah, can you go straight a little bit? I want to show you. So this is a park. This is, oh my God, wow. Okay, so I spend a lot of time here. This is a park where a lot of people bring their kids. A lot of people do yoga out here in the afternoon, and you can see how far the water has come up. There's usually rocks at the edge of this park, and there's space for people to sit, but you can see the surge coming up. And half of this park now is underwater. This little area here, we usually sit over here on this little bench and watch the fish in the water, and I have never seen the water this high before. It's usually about 6 feet below where it normally is. To just give you a perspective of the storm surge and the wind that we are experiencing. Again, there have been gusts every now and again, but it's just sustained, consistent wind. And we have heard Lisette and Craig talk about the storm being a wind event and a storm surge event and not a rain event. So that's what we're seeing a lot of. Consistent wind, it picks up, we feel the gust and the squall, and then a little bit of rain, and then it kind of dies down a little bit. But take a look. This is just unbelievable. Wow. Guys, I've covered a lot of natural disasters. I've never been in a hurricane before. Let me correct that. I've been through Isaac. I was here, but I've never been through one this strong before. And to see what it could do, I have to tell you, I saw one of our colleagues do a live report earlier for one of the national stations, and he used to work down here, and he got choked up because he started thinking about family that hasn't left Key West. And if this is what we see here on Miami Beach, and we're just seeing the outer bands, I cannot even imagine what they might be experiencing down Key West.
Yeah,
Wow.
Silva, that's really such an iconic park in Miami Beach, and we saw that statue, which is kind of the landmark of South Point Park, and that's kind of really the only thing that's recognizable right now. You can't even tell where you are, basically.
Yeah, I mean, that's the lighthouse. That's a lot of people spend a lot of time there, a lot of locals, a lot of visitors. I want to actually take you down to a little bit further on. Can we make a right, go down, you can go straight and make a right. I'm riding with my photographer, Ebenezer, in the car, and we've been driving around South Beach to assess the damage, and you can see this is a little bit of the gust that we feel in the car. It sort of shakes the car a little bit, but it's damaged a lot of young trees. I know the neighborhood very well. I spend a lot of time outdoors, so I know where there are young trees. Those are the ones that are down, except for the couple that I showed you earlier, where those large trees, large trees that were down in those neighborhoods. Those are older neighborhoods with older trees. But all of these trees that were recently planted right here in the middle of the street, do you see that little wind funnel right there? So we're going to kind of try to get out of here, but let's make a U-turn and go back the other way. You see all of these trees. These are all young trees that they were just planted recently. These were just standing here before we just drove through here, didn't we? These weren't down. We just drove past here. These were the ones that were down. These were still standing. So these just toppled over in the last hour, you can see. But these are planted recently, actually. So a lot of these trees that were planted recently, you can see the support for those trees are still up. Those are the ones that have been uprooted. Ebenezer, let's get out of, we're on Ocean Drive, so we're going to kind of drive a little bit inland into the neighborhood.
Let's keep in mind, Silva, that there are people who are only able to listen to us because they've lost their power, and they're listening to us over the Hurricane Radio Network that CBS 4 is a part of, and so they're not able to see these images. But Silva is driving down Ocean Drive in South Beach right now, sort of, again, one of those iconic scenes, here in South Florida that people come to enjoy from all over the world, and we're seeing a lot of trees down. We're not seeing a lot of people out on the streets, which is a very good thing, because the entire Miami Beach is under a mandatory evacuation order. But again, as Silva and Ebenezer make their way through Miami Beach to assess the damage, you can see the signs there. The people boarded up and they said that they were open. I'm gathering that they are not open right now. At least I hope they're not.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I was distracted because we just made a stop. I think he needs to check the truck to make sure we're okay here, because we drove through some stuff. Okay, we drove through it. Okay, I'm going to show you what's happening right now. We drove, all right, we drove over a branch, so he had to get out and get the branch out of.
There's Ebenezer.
Wow.
Okay, handling business, getting back in the truck.
Yep, and we keep it moving. So talking about people that were that haven't been on the beach, we've only seen a few people walking around. Right after I did my last live report, we ran into a woman that was walking down the street, a very young woman, and she just kind of looked very disoriented. I rolled my window down, and you can usually tell if you've lived here on the beach long enough, you can tell who's local and who's not, and I could tell she clearly didn't know where she was going. I asked her where she was headed, and she said she was out looking for a store. And as she was talking to me, the wind was whipping her around. And I said, there's no stores open. Do you have somewhere to go? And she was kind of hesitant to answer the question. I said, what do you need? Because, obviously we prepared for this hurricane and we packed accordingly. I was going to try to give her whatever she was looking for. She said, I was just trying to find a store and find something. And I said, you probably want to get, you see the flooding here? This is, again, partially storm surge, really. High tide is what we see, what we experience here in South Beach when we talk about flooding here. This is all high tide right here. This is not the rain. Anyhow, I offered to give her a ride to the police station just so she could be safe, and she didn't want to. So we called our desk and asked them to give the police department a call and see if they could come out and either talk to her or the other gentleman that we spoke to earlier.
Okay, Silva, where are you exactly? Set the scene for us again. I know you've been driving all over South Beach. We saw you at South Point Park, and now where are you?
So I am on. This is Alton Road, south of Fifth. This is the Yacht Club condominium right here on the right, and that is the Apogee right in front of us. And we're going to make a U-turn and head towards Fifth here. You see a lot of tree limbs down and a lot of debris. We saw those trees that were recently planted. The palm trees toppled over at Alton and First. It's actually First and South Point. That's where that was. We drove on South Point Park, and you saw some of the storm surge. And we are driving through some flooding. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're seeing you're seeing us drive through some of the flooding here. This is all high tide. There's a combination of what happens here on South Beach. When there's high tide, we see this type of flooding on the streets. And then when it rains on top of it, obviously the flooding gets worse. We're fortunate that the rain isn't as strong, but we are experiencing high tide and storm surge, which means it's going to get, we're going to have some flooding problems here. Okay, so Ebenezer, is that something we can drive through? That doesn't look like it's something we could drive through right there. We can do that? Okay. So this looks, you see the flooding here. This is, we're approaching Fifth. And I believe this is Lenox, if I have my streets correct here. Michigan, excuse me. This is Michigan Avenue and Fifth. And fortunately, we haven't seen too many cars out. Only a few people. Last night, people kind of stepped out and walked their dogs and got back in their homes. But today, we did see a very large tree that was down on Michigan Avenue. If we can go, let's see if we can go straight and show that tree again.
So Silva, meteorologist Dave Warren was telling us that high tide is just in about 10 minutes, 12:26. And we should also mention that at noon, Governor Rick Scott was scheduled to give a press conference in Tallahassee. So we're still standing by waiting for that. But in the meantime, if you're just joining us, we are with Silva Harapetian. There's a person out.
On a skateboard. On a skateboard.
Yeah,
can you talk to him?
A life vest.
A life vest and a skateboard, only on South Beach, right?
Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Are you from South Beach?
Yes.
So you are just out? Just
yeah. What's this about?
We're with
What's this
CBS
about?
News. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You just cabin fever
Well,
needed.
this is like the 9th or 10th hurricane. You know, it's just nothing bad. This isn't even bad yet.
Have you seen the storm surge? Have you seen the flooding?
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're expecting high tide at about noon, so there's a lot of flooding going on. Okay, so we've got, are you guys, hi, how are you doing? Did you guys come out just for a stroll?
I'm sorry?
Or did you just come out for a walk?
Yeah, we just came out to see what's going on.
This Hurricane Irma, and there's a storm surge that's expected to hit.
When is it supposed to hit us?
Well, it's hitting us. This is the outer bands, yes.
This is nothing. I went through Hurricane Maryland and St. Thomas when I was 6 years old. This is nothing. This is easy.
Okay, I just want to point out that they are wearing life vests as they're telling us that this is. We suggest that you stay indoors.
All right, that's Silva Harapetian out on Miami Beach with some folks there who have not listened to the evacuation orders. They are hanging out and actually seeming to enjoy themselves.